right, welcome to the Black Market, the place where I like to show off those hidden and not so hidden gems. I'm your host Cobalt, and today we're taking a look at Sephiria. This is an action roguelite. In some ways similar to Hades, but really not. There's an inventory management aspect to it, as well as lots of cool powers and some pretty sweet weapons. I just unlocked the blade, or the katana, as people might identify it. And so we're going to have fun today, making a build with the katana, and, well, I have these solar blades here that shoot out and damage enemies. So recently this game just added Chapter 5. It is in early access, hence why we didn't have the whole story, and we still don't, but we're basically checking out the newest update of Chapter 5. So we're just going to come on in here, and we're going to, well, wreak havoc. So basically the way this works is you fight your way through areas, getting power-ups, and continuing on to fight your way through areas. It's very fun. Highly recommend taking a look at this game. We're going to grab this, because we are doing fire damage. Okay, we're going to go for the health, max HP, because we're kind of going fairly glass cannon with this build. We're going to be squish. Not super squishy. I do have some things that should come into the build a little bit later and allow us to evade, as a good samurai would. But in the meantime, we're a little squishy. So this is what happens when you level up, or you find somewhere where you get an artifact. So you get these artifacts, and we are going solar blade, so we're going to add it. And you come over here to your inventory, which is this grid. Now, the interesting thing about the inventory is that you notice these have scores on the top left of them, right? 0 out of 2, 0 out of 2, 0 out of 3. They can be upgraded. Now, there's two ways of upgrading them in this game. There are tablets, which are items that take up inventory space, but then they boost items they're next to or near, just certain spaces in the inventory. And then there's enchanting, which just puts a direct boost on an item. Now, the thing about enchanting that you kind of need to keep in mind is that the enchanting doesn't really... It's usually not as good as picking up a tablet, because the tablet will give you more things. But the enchants are better because they're not position dependent. Oh boy, now there are a bunch of rifts where you remember your comrades that you met. I'm gonna blast through these scenes just to not spoil too much story for anyone who's kind of been playing through this and kind of wants to know what happens, or doesn't want to know what happens. But I am gonna still activate things like that because that's XP and other stuff that I kind of want and need. Okay, so that's the end of the level. We're gonna keep going this way. But yeah, I have been absolutely loving this game. I think I've put about 20-something hours in, and I started playing it last week. Phenomenal game. And it has 4-player co-op, so there will definitely be a couple of streams with me and the rest of the guys playing some Sephiria. We want Cloak of the Verdant Spirit, because we want that evasion. That's why we have Shadow on this build, so that we can get out of dodge, or dodge, I guess. Get into dodge. It's so we don't get hit in the face, okay, guys? Although evasion in this game is actually very nice. I feel like some games evasion is just worthless, and other games it's amazing. So, you know. We're going to go here to the enchant spot, and that's mostly because I don't like going to artifact spots. You get artifacts from leveling up. So if you're, you know, continuously leveling up like you probably should be from just playing, you don't really need to take the artifacts. It will be extra artifacts, like you'd still level up from killing things in those areas, but enchants are a little harder to come by. So we're going to upgrade this. I think we stand the most to have this leveled. And the nice part about this is it's not position dependent in any other way, shape, or form, so I can just leave this over here, and I don't have to touch that with a tablet ever now. It is done. So we take those. We're gonna grab this. Okay, so I do need to interact with those little cracks. It's what cuts open and gives me those flashbacks. Interesting. I was not aware of that, and I've already missed one, but that's okay. Because I just hit Chapter 5. Oh, and the big bad's being big bad. I've never seen these purple spheres before, though, so we'll see what that actually is. Ooh. Okay, that's... So, these are really good, but I'm not really sure I want to go with them if I'm going with... Solar Blade. Yeah, I guess I don't really need these, because I'm going to be doing mostly fire damage. So we'll take this bad Larry right here. That is like an extremely... I was questioning my build, because that is an extremely good item, and extremely rare one usually, but hey. We won't be needing it this time. But we are quite powerful already, and that is just because the Solar Blades do a lot of damage, and now normally they're a thing where, if you notice, sometimes when I attack, that leaves them in the ground. And normally that would happen every time I attack. Very tedious for me to run around and grab them. However, because of an upgrade I've taken, that is not the case. We like Windsong, but we want Shadow or Ember. I guess we just take this. But I started with a relic. Basically makes them land near me. So that's really good. Okay, so we can go with more enchant, but I do think we're gonna go with tablets. Enchant I like for certain things, if I can just kind of look at it and go, okay, I can get this out of this whole puzzle, inventory management puzzle, and just have it be. I do like enchant for that, but tablets give you, on average, more upgrades. More total upgrades. Ooh. Retrieve all solar blades have fallen to the ground. Blades damage enemies in their path. That is a very interesting one because I shouldn't really need to retrieve them that much, but we're gonna grab this because I can see myself not taking it and then ending up in some weird situation where I was just dashing all over the place and didn't pick up any of my solar blades, and then have problems. Because they are how I do damage, really. It's not my sword cutting, it is them. Okay, so we have a battle up there, but we're going to go to it in a minute. We want to try to find our tablet first. Get as many upgrades as we can. It's a mini-boss, and it should be fairly easy, especially with how strong we already are. Oh, shop. Okay, I kind of want you... but not that much. I could re-roll this shop. I have plenty of sapphires. I have no real need to save them. These are not great tablets, and they're not great items either. I think we're going to take Desire. Desire's pretty decent, and I think we will pop Desire here. Alright, so here I can actually combine tablets, and it'll give the effect of both tablets based on how they're oriented, which is really useful. Okay, so power is really good. However, we have Shade. Shade is amazing. Shade you put up top, and now every space in the bottom becomes a +1. Not super great for getting any one artifact maxed out, per se, but very good for doing what I just did, which is giving 1 level to everything, which is just a general power boost, right? Like, I'm not going to complain about that. We're going to just move you here. And the nice part is, after we take on this mini-boss, we might also get another tablet. They usually drop either a tablet or artifacts. Sure, you're a bunch of woodland creatures. Not really what I would have picked, but this game makes it work and makes it awesome. Okay, so we get a good artifact. Ooh, this is really good. But this is also for each artifact in the top row, and we are not really putting stuff in the top row because we're getting shade. I kind of want to reroll, but I kind of don't. We're gonna reroll. Worst decision of my life. We're gonna go for the key here, and that's gonna give me extra elemental damage, which we'll take. That was kind of a waste. I probably shouldn't have rerolled there. I got greedy. I got greedy, guys. I'll admit it. This game makes me that way. I think, man, what if I could get this awesome power? And it's like, that's not even on the table, bro. Okay, we've got ninjas. I need to not get hit by that. That's... I'm like, I do boatloads of damage, but it's also that level of I'm gonna take boatloads if I keep getting hit by stuff. I have no real way of putting my HP back at the moment. He's dead, though. Yeah, I do insane damage right now, which is awesome. Okay, so now we get both, because he was a full boss. I'm really tempted to take Electro Charm, and it's only because the Electro Chakram is really good. It just does a lot of damage around you, and it attacks a lot. The issue is, it doesn't really fit with anything else in my build, and while it is extremely good, I don't feel like trying to stack things that I'm really not trying to stack is great, but we got Oath. We take this. Oaths is a very, very good tablet. I'm gonna plop it here, I guess. I want to do this. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. There we go. We like evasion and crit chance. We'll swap these. Now we are free to do this, although this is annoying. This guy has to stay in this row up here. So I'm actually tempted to do this. I think that works out nicely, right? Yeah, that looks good. Nice thing is after every main boss or larger boss, you get 60% heal, so I try, and it's annoying because on like higher difficulty runs and things, I try not to use my potions because of that, and that'll get me killed sometimes. Not often. I've gotten better, but when I first started and would try that, it would get me killed sometimes. Power is really good. I don't have nearly enough for power. I don't have nearly enough for any of this, really. We are going to grab the restorative potion, and that is simply because, again, I don't have a lot of ways of putting health back. Okay, interesting. We're going to reroll, see if we can get, like, Ember or Shadow works. Question is, do we want Shadow, or do we want to try to keep going and get Ember? I think we go with Shadow, actually. We take the evasion, because, again, that is our only way of not taking damage. So, normally I would go Sapphire. Sapphire is your meta progression currency, and, like, you can use it in runs, as you saw me do earlier, where I, like, rerolled the shop. But we're trying to just win this run. We're not trying to do anything meta progression-y. There's... The way you spend Sapphires for your meta progression is in, like, a talent grid, essentially. And I think I have plenty to either finish it out or get close to finishing it out whenever the next talents get unlocked. Probably not finish it out, but get close to it. So I'm not too worried. And I also don't know when the next talents get unlocked, so... I imagine it's via doing something that I haven't figured out I need to do. Yeah, this build is disgusting already. Okay, I think that was actually just it. That was a really small floor. I think when you go for bag space, the floors are smaller. Oh, we gotta go to the anvil. That's, like, mandatory. You don't ever skip those. I mean, I guess you can. I'm not gonna ever skip those. Okay, sheath changes to Eclipse. Instantly consume up to 10 solar blade and gain a buff that enhances your weapon for 10 seconds. When you weapon attack, deal additional damage to the target equal to 70% of fire damage. Solar blade bonuses apply to basic attack. For each solar blade consumed, weapon damage increased by 10%. That seems crazy. When consuming dash count, gain overheat stacks. Attack speed is fixed at 300% and basic attack changes to fire-based. Interesting. Two when using sheath up to 6 times. Consume stacks when using basic attack. That seems really good. This... See, here's the problem. I want to go with burn because it's the most brain dead out of these two. I don't think it's the best. I actually think I should probably... I'm going to go with overheat. Because the katana has an EI slash, which is really cool. I like that. It was a nice mechanic to put in, because every weapon has a special move. The katana's is this. Alright, that is working pretty dang well, I would say. Okay, we don't need anything with grimoires. This is pushing Windsong on us so hard. Like, I don't not want Windsong, I'm just not going for Windsong. We'll take this, though. Okay, now we need to move these down, because we added spots. This kind of needs to stay here, but I would really like to put 2 points on that. Let's just do that. I also like how the special in this one actually feels powerful. Some of the stuff, the special doesn't feel great, and it's mostly just like building it, right? You can build first your special attack, and you don't have to. But on this one, the special has always felt good, which is really interesting to me. Maybe it's just the anime nerd in me. Maybe it's not actually any stronger. I'm just like, oh man, the katana is so powerful. Isn't it awesome, guys? Alright, what do we have here? Oh, I could get a jelly spirit to accompany me, or a red planet that fires, well, fire. I don't think I'm going to do either of those things, but it was an option there. Dragon Sense, we already have that. Solus Parvo. We'll take that. Okay, this is the way out. So then our extra HP should be up here. Cool. And we can go back down. If I could run right. When you run in this game, it's like oddly tractionless. So if you see me just like spazzing out and running in a weird direction, it is because like turning, you just essentially drift. Like you see how I just did that circle? I turned at like a pretty sharp angle there. And we see that evade already paying off from the shadow, and that's kind of why we're going shadow. Alright. Wow, this place is huge. Ah, mini-boss. Got him. Ooh, Flame Bug, we take those. Although, Flaming Eye Patch, we take those. We're gonna go with the Flame Bug. But in the hopes that we get Flaming Eye Patch again later. I feel bad about not, but hey. Solar Blade falls to the ground, 10% faster. Okay, so this is actually huge, which is annoying because I really would have liked this to get my shadow kind of higher, but this is... So my Solar Blades will come down faster, and we already know they come down right next to me. So that's going to be much increased damage. Okay, so we can merge tablets, or we can get another tablet here. We're going to go to acquire one. Okay, I really do like both of these. Both of these are very good. I think entrance might be the play here. We're going to do that. Yeah, I think that's the play. Alright, and we're gonna check the last little bit of this level that I had skipped before. I check every room in this game, because XP is huge, right? This is one of those games where... Oh, yeah, this whole floor is linear, my bad. This is one of those games where, like, missing kills is bad. Like... There are a lot of games where it's like, oh, you can avoid fights and that'll help you out, keep your health up. No, missing kills is awful in this. Guys, let me know in the comments if you're enjoying this kind of video. Also, definitely hit a like and a sub if you are. If you want to support the channel further, you can go on down if you're on mobile, scroll left on the comment section, and hit hype. That is the best way to support the channel for free. Yeah, let me know if you're enjoying this, enjoying the game. I definitely wouldn't mind doing a series on Sephiria. This game's really awesome. And also let me know in the comments if you want me to just edit out all of my Tetrising of my inventory, because sometimes it drags on. I just want you to stop moving. There we go. Easy peasy. Also, to be clear, I should be playing this on probably a bit of a harder difficulty. I just kind of hit that point today, which is why I came in like this, and I'm just now kind of realizing that. We want this. I keep seeing shadow stuff when I'm getting really good Ember and other things. Okay, so we could get a whole column. So Link is pretty good because what it does is it unlocks something that has conditions. So stuff will come with unlock conditions where it'll have to be placed in a certain area or something like that. And Link just kind of goes, nah, you can just put it here and it'll be fine. Which is extremely helpful. Yeah, we're actually going to go with Justice. And to maximize its effect... Actually, no, we'll leave this. We'll move you. We don't need you to be there. And what are we going to put over you? Something that has 0. You're going to go here. Yeah, this is good enough, right? Took a lot of damage that boss fight, though. It's showing me I really... Like, my damage is huge, but I'm a glass cannon. So what I'm going to start doing is being more deliberate and going for those shadow upgrades. Unless it's, like, one of the legendaries for the other things, I'm going to go with the shadow upgrades. Guardian's pretty good. Vital Touch is very good. Especially for a build where I'm attacking this fast. That's hard, because I also think I am squishy enough to be one-shottable. Let's see what this adds. One more time. Okay, this can't be rotated, but we can grab it and throw it here. You don't actually need to be anywhere like that. You would be the same. You'd be the same. Okay. I actually want to merge this and this. Oh, I don't have enough leaves for that. That's so sad. Okay, we're gonna have to sell something. We're gonna sell this. Yeah, that works. That's just enough. Yeah, so if we merge these two, this is gonna be real useful. And now we can move some things around and some stuff. So this can stay here. This guy doesn't need to be there anymore. So we just get a free +2 somewhere. That handles you. We're going to move you here. And I guess we're going to slot you here. I actually think we're going to slot you here. I think that's the best I can do for right now. Yeah, so now we're just really going to try to stress Shadow. We can go for more tablets. I kind of want to... We'll go for more tablets. I kind of wanted to enchant something, and then... kind of wanted to enchant something, but the thing is I usually like to go for that when my inventory is much more full. Because then you're starting to run into, oh, I can't move stuff around. This only needs, you know, one more, and I can't really get a tablet on it, so that's when you start enchanting stuff. I don't like doing it earlier, unless there's just things like I had early on where I was like, I can just throw 2 on that and take it out of the equation. Okay. Come on, Shadow. Not that one. This is a pretty decent tablet. I don't know where I'd put it, though. Actually, I see exactly where I'd put it. Oh, that's difficult. Because I would throw it here. No, we need Shadow something. I could go for white paper. White paper's pretty good. Universal damage boost, and then it'll boost the combo effect of whatever combo I put it between. But I don't think we're gonna go for white paper. That's just evasion +3. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It is, I keep seeing these things for Ember and other stuff that is just really good. And then Shadows is mediocre to bad. And that's what happens when you decide to be greedy, like I just was. We're just gonna throw this guy here and call it a day. I was really hoping to get better Shadow rolls, and I passed up 2 very good Ember rolls, but that's okay. Ooh, Daydream, we take you. Do we move you here? Maybe? Or move you out of that. You don't need to be there. 3 and 2. That's much better for you. Yeah, this works. Okay. And we can leave. Let's check to see if I missed anything up there, especially since I have a potion that's just on the ground, right? Nope, we're good. Alright, so we can get another inventory slot, which would be nice, but I don't think we need it. I think I'm going to go for the enchant option. To just start rounding out some things. Yeah, we are absolutely popping things. We're gonna go for the defense. Yeah, these dudes don't even stand a chance. It is ridiculous. It's like, I will take those. Interesting. Am I done here? Dude, can I not? Okay, I can. Oh, no, I'm still in the thing. I was like, can I not take these anymore? What do we have here? Windsong. We'll take the shadow. Not the best, but it's adding to our shadow count. And that's what we need the most of. Don't care about that. I might pick that up, but we're going to look at it later. Having a large restorative potion would be very handy. Because, like, that's the other thing, going for shadow and relying on evades. What ends up happening to you is, yeah, you dodge a lot of stuff. Sometimes you just don't. And that always ends up kind of as a problem. Okay, who do we want to fill out? I think it's actually the shadow dude. Oh, and Oak Tree. These are both fine. Yeah, it looks like we've seen everything there is to see here. I'm not gonna buy the health potion. I'm not gonna buy the health potion. I don't need it. I'm gonna go for a tablet again. Pretty much go for tablets until I have everything maxed out, or until I just, like, don't need things for the build. And then that's when I start going for tablet rooms to combine tablets. Okay, what do we have? Another one of these. Is that our first one of those? No, that's the second. Okay. I don't know if killing these little tree eye things helps, because they look like the main bad guy, so I'm just gonna kill them. It'd be kind of cool if, like, the boss was a little bit weaker, because you've just been destroying his, like, spy roots that he placed everywhere. That'd be an interesting mechanic. Some games do have stuff like that. I don't think this is one of them. I also don't know why I took the long way back, but whatever. I forget to open up my map, because you can just teleport on the map to areas you've been to in a level before. I just don't. I don't know. I think what happened was I learned it in the tutorial, promptly forgot about it, then played hours of this game without doing it, which left me in a spot where I just went, why would I do that? Okay, so red snake eyes, really good. Really, really good. We're gonna leave that. That's crazy. Is there a place I can put you where you're gonna get a lot of benefit? That's, I think, the most I can get you. Good thing we're here looking for tablets, right? Endurance, we take those. Okay, we're gonna move you. Well, I guess I don't... whatever. We're gonna move you there. You can go there. So this can't rotate is, I guess, my dilemma here, my issue here. I'd like to put it here, just making these like 3 really high value slots. And then leaving this like this. Oh, it's the same one. I'm dumb. I'm real dumb, guys. Not great. Suppose I could just do this on the top. Or maybe realize that there's no reason for me to be moving this because it's going to give the same bonuses either way. But there we go. It filled out something. That's what I wanted it to do. It's to actually fill out something. Okay, we're doing better, I think. Yeah, wanting to get potions is such a weird thing in this game, because in my mind, I'm like, I need potions, that'd be great. And then in reality, if your build's working and you're killing stuff as fast as this build's killing stuff, you don't need to get health back. Because, like, that big dude was going to be the big threat here, and he's just gone. And now, in addition to my flaming swords, I conjure meteors. You gotta love it. Oh. I have to say, this is probably one of the better action roguelikes to have come out in 2025, and I'm really sad I missed it. Last year, I will admit, it was my own prejudice. I was like, what is this woodland creature BS? And I didn't check it out. And that's on me. That's on me. That's my fault. I should be better about those things. I'm just not. Okay. So we should put things up here like this. This, what are you? Do I actually care about you? I do. I care about you just enough. I guess you go here, right? There we go. I think that's worth. And I also have to say, I am loving the addition of inventory management to a bunch of roguelites. Like, it isn't the best thing ever. I think there are better mechanics and things that could be done. But I do think it is adding a very nice level of, I guess, complexity, really, to things. I don't know. It's fun. I've been enjoying it a lot. I hope other people are enjoying it as much as I am. Because it adds a little bit of puzzle where there was none. So I think it feeds to my, like, theory crafting tinkering brain, but it also is still an action roguelite. So it gives me that, like, deck builder theory crafting that I want. Obviously a very light version of it. Oh, you look fucking terrifying. I will break your will. Bro, I don't think I'm gonna give you the chance, because my fire damage fucks. Oh no, I don't want to be there. Ow. Actually, not ow. I evaded. That is why we take Shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why we take Shadow. Don't hit me. Bro. You're nasty. You're just a nasty, gross-looking dude. It's all the corruption. Okay. Wow, I just bit that. I caught those. That was like, it was my job. So these are the fights where I will prematurely use potions, and it's mostly just because if you just mess up, these guys will, like, these guys will end you. You seem to be doing all right, though. Volupsa, that's a really good one. The attack speed of burn increase. That's also very good. There's not much here I actually want. I guess I could go with Trick. Kind of. Like, these all have massive downsides, is why I'm, like, not touching them. Let's reroll. Foundation is very good. We take Foundation. We go here. And then we... I don't know why I just did that. It doesn't really matter. None of these have enchants on them. We do that. I think that's worth. Should probably change some things around with stuff down here, actually. It's a 2-spot. That's a 2-spot. And then... this can go in a 1-spot, but I don't think I have good 1-spots left. Is there anything that's only getting 1 that could get 2? No, not to my knowledge. We're good. Now I want to find a relic combination table for my 2 trees that I have up top. Same effect, but less inventory space taken up, and that's important. I don't even know why I'm, like, scrolling down as if I have enough money to buy anything. I mean, I guess it's just because if something was that good, I would figure out how to get the money to buy it. Why you got a little cave behind you? Okay. I always check stuff like that because there are hidden rooms in this game. You've noticed I haven't found any, but they exist. I feel like there's like a few events that can happen in this game that I have seen very little in my 20 hours of play. Like, for instance, there's like a little vampire bat that shows up with an Iron Maiden, and you can give him 33% of your current health to give you an artifact. I've seen him twice in 20 hours of play. And, like, I comb through every room. I'm not, like, missing rooms or something. Yeah, I'm just not gonna let you touch me, dude. I feel like that's against my interests. Cut that. Get the money there. Oh, you didn't die as fast as I thought you would, and then you hit me. That was very bad. Poor form on my part, but, like, I really thought you would just go down. Yeah, these guys are starting to get tanky. Okay, I've gotta like actually lock in and play. My bad. I'm sitting here just messing around, and these guys have stopped messing around quite some time ago, I believe. We're gonna make sure it's something we can. Okay, cold lock's really good, but we don't have the spaces for cold lock right now. Palace cards is funny. I don't think the damage from them would matter to us. So I think we're just gonna go with this one, like, ember thing here. And we're gonna enchant some stuff. Like this little dude. Or actually, no, we're gonna finish you out. And then we're gonna finish you out. Or not finish you out, but get you further. More burn equals more damage. And I really like having, like, dots when I'm fighting powerful foes like we're about to be fighting, because especially as of now, I need to get out of the way. And if we have good dots, we can be out of the way while still doing boatloads of damage. I'm gonna drink that. are the pink ones just better XP? Like, what is... I don't know what's happening. But it is something that seems to have appeared first time in Area 5. Whoa. We have quite a few of these left. Okay. Tablets would be nice. We're gonna go for reroll, though. Because now I'm looking for fairly specific items. Not extremely specific, but like, I'm looking for shadow, and there's a couple of items I can think of that would be very nice. Like, there's a gi that has a lot of evasion on it, and then when you evade, you also do an attack automatically. Honestly, I think I like that the most because it audibly tells you when you evade, basically. Link? Okay, we did not pick up the thing that needed to be unlocked. Binary Star. Binary Star is really good. The issue with Binary Star becomes placement. We also just have, I think the issue we're seeing right now is we have a whole bunch of stuff, like, we just need to combine some of these things. It'll cause me to have to, like, bingo a lot of stuff, but we could go with Link. Yeah, we're just gonna plop in Binary Star and we're gonna leave it. There's not really a good place for me to put it right now, actually. Because what I would want is for it to fully get that Ember piece to max, but it's not going to. Or it would, but like this is where my smooth brain ass would need to have like a good 10 minutes of just Tetrising, and I don't want to do that to you guys in the video. I also am not sure I need to do that. Like, we're at a point where I think this build is not as powerful as it's going to be, but I'm not going to gain a whole lot of power by getting a couple of items a level or two higher. And it would mostly just be for min-maxing, and I think I'm powerful enough right now that the final boss isn't going to be... Well, it's going to be a problem, but I don't think it's going to be like horrid final boss that I don't beat problem. Watch, now that I've said that, I'm going to fail. I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have been humble. Ow. That wasn't good. That was damage I didn't need to take. Now we're at that precarious part where I basically want to find a shop. What are you? Okay, you looked weird. I basically want to find a shop to try to sell my extra things, but I don't think I'm going to. I mean, that's not true. I might. Those big pink dudes are a real problem. They have, like, massive AoEs that are basically just, like, pretty much a huge nuisance in crowded fights like this, because you go to dodge and then suddenly that whole area is about to get blown up. Alright, we're sitting on a level up or two. let's see what we have next. There's no shop. We have an enchant next. This is fine. Yeah, that AoE that you just saw him do. Massive squares on the floor. I guess they're rectangles. Could use some move speed. I am slow as fucking molasses. We're just gonna convert you to dice. Link is pretty cool. We're just gonna convert you to dice. I think next level up I get, I'm just gonna be real greedy and just roll, and it's like if I get something really good for Shadow, sick. If I don't, then that's fine. Dude, stop doing what you're doing, fam. Causing me to lose health, I don't like it. Hostile work environment. Okay. Alright, and so, this is what I thought the rifts were earlier, where you can buy stuff for pearls. So it's for the meta progression currency. When I was going through the game, I never did this. Which, pro tip, you should at least do it the first time, or first and second time, because those are actual things you're unlocking. Whereas, after that, it is just a random assortment of items that you can pick from and add to your inventory that run. But the first couple times, it is actual unlocks, some of which are very good. I believe the Frost Wings are in there, which are kind of imperative for Frost Relic builds. Which I have never, not recently at least, I have never gotten a Frost Relic build to work. I heard they used to be really OP. I don't know if they got nerfed, or if I'm just bad, or what. They just don't feel good to me. Let me know in the comments if you know what that's about. If it's still a thing, or just a massive skill issue. Which I'm fully willing to take responsibility for if it's a massive skill issue. Okay. Alright, we're at the boss battle. So, we're gonna sit here with this level up. Ooh, I don't even need to roll. This is pretty good. Dash count. Wow. Dash count. I can't even speak. I would like something with a little more evasion on it, though. Like I said, I'm gonna be real greedy. Duration of buffs. Oh, I thought it was be debuffs. That's sad. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can make this work. Okay, let's put some of my health back at least. Let's put a lot of my health back so that we don't ruin this. Ah, come on, man. Okay. That's not good. That's not good. So basically, from here on, it kind of becomes a bit of a boss rush. And I'm basically out of potions. So sadly, I don't think I'm going to do this, which is really depressing. This run was going so well. But, like, that's just bad playing on my part, right? I don't think it was the build. I would directly blame myself. Okay. Yeah, because you see we're still evading stuff. We're evading quite a bit of stuff, actually. Oh, boy. Sorry for the lack of talking. I'm attempting to lock in. Because I feel like he's going to have another form? Maybe? Oh boy. That's not good. Here's a heal in the middle of what's normally just a straight up boss rush. So I guess we're gonna... Ooh, extra burn damage? That can be huge. What can I get rid of for you? What can I can get rid of you. Okay, yeah, we take those. I would love to take one of these, to be honest with you, but, the question is, do I have anything else that doesn't really belong? So, the meteorite pauldrons are kind of just here. They're not, I'm not using them that often. I could stand to get rid of them. What I really need is, instead of actually getting a tablet, is I need a combination station. Okay, we'll heal up, and we're just gonna go. Okay. I have never done this boss battle, so we're gonna see. Just accept it quietly. That is a cold-ass final boss. Yikes. Fucking yikes. Okay. Alright, guys. Hey, so it was really nice knowing you. It was cool to be able to show you this build. Trust me, in the hands of someone more skilled, this would probably work. In my hands, it is dog shit. And by it is, I mean I am. And, I'm literally just relying on my actual dodges and evades. It's like, you know this dude. He's the last boss. Ain't no way he doesn't have another form. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Okay. Wait, is this actually his last form? You're joking, right? Oh! Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so that build's super badass. You're welcome. Anyways, guys, if you made it this far in a video, a like and a sub would be very much so appreciated. I'm trying to grow the channel right now, and every little bit helps. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. I stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, so stop by and say hi. I'll have it up on the channel so you'll know when it happens. And yeah, I think actually this Wednesday and Friday I'll be streaming Sephiria. So I'll be playing with my buddies. So you guys, if you want to check out multiplayer, come and check it out there. Anyways, guys, I'll be back in another video. Peace out.